Welcome to day 13 of 30 days of yoga. Let's begin. Ground yourself, sitting nice and tall. Take a couple of breaths. And make your way onto child's pose. And now come on up, arch your back, and now round your back and go back into child's pose. Inhale, come on up to cat, and exhale, round your back and back into child's pose. Inhale, forward, arch your back, exhale, round your back and back into child's pose. Inhale, come forward, exhale, round your back and back into child's pose. Inhale, arch your back, come on forward. Exhale, round your back and back into child's pose. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, back into child's pose. Inhale, come forward, round your back, exhale, and back into child's pose. And rest in child's pose. Come up into downward facing dog and bicycle your legs. Wake them up. Don't forget to breathe here. And stretch them out completely. Step or hop, feet to the hands. Fold forward over your feet. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. And rise up to mountain pose. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, halfway up, exhale, plant your palms and step back into plank pose, knees down and lower yourself down to the mat, peel your chest up, little cobra or thighs and knees off the floor, upward facing dog. Move back into downward facing dog. Step or hop, feet to the hands, fold forward, inhale halfway up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, rise up to mountain pose, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, halfway up, exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Knees down and lower yourself down to the mat. Inhale, peel your chest up, or you can do the upward facing dog. Thighs and knees off the floor. Move back into downward facing dog. And step or hop feet to the hands, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward and rise up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Now ground yourself and peel your right leg up and put them anywhere above or below the knee. Just balance yourself out, find a focus pose. And don't worry if you come out of balance. Just come into the pose again. Put the feet down, the foot down, and ground yourself to the right leg. Grab your left leg and put it anywhere above or below the knee. Balance yourself. Again, find a focus point. and release. Inhale, move your arms up and sit back into chair, like you're sitting in a chair. And now peel your right foot to the back into a high lunge, arms up. And come back into chair pose. Fold forward, exhale, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose again. And now the left leg goes back into a high lunge. And come forward again into chair pose. Fold forwards, exhale, inhale halfway up. Inhale, fold forward, exhale halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms into plank pose. And lower yourself down to the mat. Peel your chest up, little cobra, or if you want, thighs and knees off the floor, upward facing dog. Move back into downward facing dog. And now come to a seated position. Lower yourself down to the mat, lay on your back. And let's do a little bridge pose. Knees over your ankle. And push your hips off the floor. For a little support, grab your mat or interlace your hands behind your back. And release. Put your lift soles of your feet together. Just rest here, let your knees flap open. And again, prepare for bridge pose. Press your hips off to the sky and hold here for a couple of breaths. And release, and hug your knees in. Give your back a little massage, rocking side to side. Now put your knees onto the left and look over to your right shoulder. Little twist, your torso facing up. And inhale back to center and move your knees onto the right and look over to your left shoulder. Inhale back to center, hug your knees in. And grab your soles of the feet, happy baby pose, a hip opener, your knees reach towards your armpits. And release, hug your knees in, and then make your way onto your final resting pose, Savasana. Feet flap open, arms by your sides, palms facing up, and just come onto natural breathing. Just relax here. Just be. I'll be back with you in a minute. And start to wake up again. Take a deep breath. Stretch yourself out. And then roll over to your right side. Thank yourself for showing up to this practice, showing up for yourself. And press yourself up to seated. Cross your legs, hands together. And hands to the head to remind yourself to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart to remind yourself to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind yourself to have clear and loving communication, sending this positive energy we created to all beings everywhere, going forward any amount. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on day 13. I hope you enjoyed it and feel great with your yoga practice. I see you tomorrow for day 14. There's gonna be a little change tomorrow.